Hi, beautiful souls. Today I'm sharing a little light about how each moment of your day is an opportunity for you to bring forth more light into your experience. You may find that you are challenged. You may find that things can be a little bumpy, a little intense at times, and we all go through intense moments, but know that things will change. Things never stay like that forever. And all of this is an illusion. You can change it all at any moment. You just have to decide that change is what you wish to bring forth, and feel into your heart, into your highest self. What is it that I, as my human, can create in order to bring more peace, relaxation, joy, wonderment, love, light into my earthly now experience? Often, when dear souls want to create change, they forget that change arrives through conscious intention and conscious actions to create that change. If your day, your human day, looks a certain way, and you keep to those perimeters, that way of being in that day, then the chances are the changes are not going to be allowed the opportunity to come forth. Sometimes what we have to do is mix it all up. Sometimes our highest self brings forth opportunities that can present us some intense experiences in order to mix everything up so that we do create a new way of living our daily lives. I found a few years ago that by deconstructing my day, I feel that everybody's seen those chef programs when chefs go, oh, this is a deconstructed apple crumble, and what would have looked normally like an apple crumble suddenly looks like some abstract painting. And they put the crumble on one side, and then they put some sauce here, and they move it all around to make it look aesthetically pretty in abstract way. And you have to go, well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but then you start to go, okay, I'm getting it, I'm getting it. So it helps, from my point, from what I've learnt, is it's helped me to completely deconstruct my day, move all of the parts around. Don't wash up after you've eaten if that's what you normally do. Do everything in reverse, in a way. I'm not saying go and do things that, like, watching nasty television programs or anything like that, but give yourself that opportunity to just experience doing something different, and then go, okay, now how do I want to create my day from here? How do I want to create my days from here? How does my wonderful working week look like? Can I create practice in this without so much routine that my day becomes boring and that I stop being aware? Because sometimes when people put too much routine in place, they can go on overdrive and they stop becoming conscious. When we deconstruct and we just throw everything out to the winds, so to speak, then we have to be a lot more present and a lot more focused right here, right now, on what we're intending and what we're creating and why we're doing it. Why am I creating this? Sometimes you don't even need to know, because if there is no answer, if your highest self just says we're doing this, trust in it. trust in it, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense to you, because that doesn't matter. That's your human wanting to go and get involved and trying to control. You don't need to control everything. You just need to allow space and allow for new ways of being to emerge. And this is just a practice that maybe you might embrace if you need to. Some people don't need to do anything like that. Some people are very happy where they are, and that's great, that's wonderful. But if you keep hitting walls and if you keep finding intensity, then you might want to just change it all, and then rewrite how you wish to move forwards. A lot of people are finding a lot of heavy endings, not necessarily in a bad way, Isanto, but I say not necessarily in a bad way, doesn't mean that that's the end of their human lives. However, there are some very abrupt endings to way people are in their day-to-day lives. So they may suddenly find that their job is no longer relevant. They may suddenly find that a friend is no longer the friend that they need to be with. They may suddenly find all sorts of different things that may be just like a real drop off, completed. Not necessarily completed in the spiritual, but in the human right now. Just complete that right now. Don't worry about it, because the new is emerging. New ways of being, maybe with a different type of career, or maybe the career needs to just change to make it more sustainable, and that the fifth dimensional Gaia can support that, because old ways of being, they will fall apart if they're not in resonance and frequency with Gaia. So now our humanness, our humans, and the human ways of being, living and doing has to catch up. And if anyone has been avoiding or ignoring this catch up, now is the time. Now is the linear time to breathe into yourself, go out into nature, place your hand upon your heart. Highest self, reveal to me, what is my next step? Reveal to me, what is my next step? How may I greater serve? And just wait for the answers. Don't push, don't try. Just allow everything to gently arrive on the wings of a butterfly to you. Never force, never push. Everything in its divine, graceful timing. Its divine, graceful nowing. But if you have not already allowed space for new creations to emerge, just look at the way your day is unfolding. Look at how each day is. How is each day? How are your days? And if you need to address the structures, patterns, anything else, just deconstruct them. Deconstruct them. And it doesn't have to be complicated. None of this is complicated. I'm using words to describe, but none of this is complicated. Just let it fall apart. Let it drift and create something that's exciting and fun for you. Thank you for watching. My name is ZsaZsa. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, comment if you feel called to do so. Peace.